And I welcome you back to the Dobrinic channel, and today we are talking about the Colorado River as it continues to drain as it's getting later in the year. There's plenty to talk about. The lakes are not rising, most of them for the most part. There might be a couple downstream from Lake Mead that may be on the rise. I'll tell you everything you need to know, and if you guys consider this quality and worthy of a like at the end of the video, please consider doing that. And here we go. We are going to start off right at the Flaming Gorge, and here is the old graph. Some people were asking if I could put those back in so they could get a good look. So you need to pause the video. This is a good time to do so. And storage acre feet is 2,789,599 currently. And the level is 23.61 feet below full pool. And here we go to your full pool level, 6,047. Today's date is the 24th of July. And on this date in 2020, the level was 6,028.73. Last year was 6,023.37, and today's date is 6,016.39 feet. And inactive pool is 5,871, and dead pool is 5,040 there at the Flaming Gorge. And the level is down 6.98 feet from 1 year ago. The level is also down 12.34 feet from 2 years ago. The level is 145.39 feet from power loss and inactive pool, and the level is 276.39 feet from dead pool. And we go check your inflows versus your outflows there at the Flaming Gorge, and your inflows are 2,806 and your outflows are 1,583. Flaming Gorge is up 0.4 in the last 14 days, and also it is going to be partly sunny there today. Flaming Gorge is up 0.6 feet since yesterday. And we go check your current water temperature there at the Flaming Gorge, and it is 67 degrees there, and that is your water temperature. And your current air temperature at the Flaming Gorge is 69 degrees, and winds are south-southeast at 8 to 16 miles per hour. And we check percentage of capacity, and it's 73.63% of capacity at the Flaming Gorge. Your high around 76 today, and your low around 64. And we go out to Lake Navajo, and your current storage capacity is 908,724, and the level is 60.34 feet below full pool of 6,085. And we go check levels on this date, and on this date in 2020 the level was 6,055.90. On this date in 2021 the level was 6,036.49, and today's date is 6,024.94. Your dead pool level there is 5,775. The level is down 11.55 feet from 1 year ago. Lake Navajo is down 30.96 feet from 2 years ago. Lake Navajo is also 294.94 feet from dead pool. And we check your inflows versus the outflows, and the inflows are 302, and your outflows are currently 796. And Lake Navajo is down 2.70 feet in the last 14 measurements, and you can see it's partly cloudy there as well at Lake Navajo. And we check Lake Navajo's water temperature, and it's 83 degrees, and that is your water temperature there at Lake Navajo. And your current air temperature is 73 degrees there, and the winds are southeast at 8 to 22 miles per hour, and the lake has fallen 0.28 in the last 24 hours. And we checked the percentage of capacity, and it's 53.58% there at Lake Navajo, and the high is supposed to be around 90 today, and your low around 66 degrees. And we go to Blue Mesa, and here's the graph that everybody's asking for, and you can pause it if you need to. I'm going to get right to it here. Storage acre feet is 373,752, and the level is 57.93 feet below full pool of 7,519.40. And we go check the level on this date, and the level on this date in 2020, the level was 7,487.33. 2021, the level was 7,457.87, and today's level is 7,400 261.07 feet, and your dead pool level is 7,358. Blue Mesa is 58.33 feet below full pool. Blue Mesa is up 3.20 feet from 1 year ago. Blue Mesa is 103.07 feet from dead pool, and we check your inflows versus the outflows at Blue Mesa, and your current inflows are 713, and your current outflows are 1,446. Sorry about the low inflows levels. I will fix that on the next video. Just realize that. And Blue Mesa is down 2.30 feet in the last 14, and it's partly cloudy there at Blue Mesa, and your current water temperature is 63 degrees at Blue Mesa, and the air temperature ironically 63 as well. East-southeast winds today at 5 miles per hour, and the lake is down 0.24 feet in the last 24 hours. Percentage of capacity is 45.06 of capacity, and your highs around 78 and your lows around 54. And as we roll over to Lake Powell, you can see that the storage acre feet 6,266,532 acre feet, and the level is 162.92 feet below full pool of 3,700. And you can see that last year was higher at this point, and all this extra water they released is still not brought the level up to where it was last year, and I'll go further into that right now as we scoot over to the other graphs. Your full pool level at Lake Powell is 3,700, and on this date in 2020 the level was 3,607.39. In 2021 the level was 3,555.09. Today's level is 3,537.08. Your power and inactive pool is 3,490, and your dead pool is 3,370, and the level is 18.01 feet from 1 year ago. The level is 70.31 feet from 2 years ago. The level is 47.08 feet from power loss and inactive pool, and the level is 167.08 feet from dead pool. And your inflows and your outflows are currently 4,398 in and 9,354, so the level is going to continue to fall, and they'll be shipping more water down to Lake Mead at this point. The level is down 2.37 feet over the last 14 days, and time to go check the weather forecast, and you can see that it is going to be partly cloudy there as well. And today's water temperature is currently 78 degrees there, and the air temperature there at Lake Powell is 83 degrees. Winds are south-southwest 18 miles per hour. In the last 24 hours, the lake has fallen 0.16 feet, and the percentage of capacity there is 25.76% of capacity. High around 97 degrees, low around 79 degrees, and we are going down to Lake Mead, where a lot of people are wanting to know what's going on there at Lake Mead. Lake Mead's storage acre feet is 7,028,193.20 acre feet, and the level is 188.25 feet below full pool of 1,229, so it continues to fall, and you can see the big gap between last year and this year, and I'll go into greater detail right now as we roll over to Lake Mead's graph. And top of the full pool is 1,229. On this date in 2020 the level was 1,085.1 feet. In 2021 the level was 1,067.69 feet. Today's level is 1,040.72 feet currently, and as I make this video it changes daily, it seems like. Your inactive pool is 950 and your dead pool is 895. The level is 26.97 feet down from 1 year ago, so almost 30 feet in 1 year. That's crazy. If it goes down another 30 feet roughly in the next year, it will be way down. And then we go further, the level is down 44.46 feet from 2 years ago, and the level is 90.72 feet from power loss in inactive pool. The level is 145.72 feet from dead pool, and you guys are going to want to stick around. I'm going to show you the weather forecast at the very end of this video. Lake Mead's inflows are currently 10,600. Lake Mead's outflows are 13,700, so they're continuing to release more than what's coming in, and there's your problem. That's why the lake continues to fall. Over the last 14 measurements, the lake's down 1.27 feet over the last 14, and you can see that it's partly sunny there, and Lake Mead's water temperature is currently 85 degrees. Lake Mead's air temperature is 91 degrees, and your winds are south at 12 to 28 miles per hour, and your percentage of capacity is 27.18%, and high around 106 today, and your low around 88, and the lake has fallen 0.05 in the last 14. I'm also getting ready to show you right now. Some of you guys may have seen this. This is a picture from NASA, and you can see I have composited it so it looks like the lake is falling, and this is one of the more recent pictures from the satellite. Maybe it might be 3 or 4 days old. A lot of you probably already seen this, but maybe not like this, so I hope you're enjoying this, and it continues to fall. And now we are going down to Lake Mohave next, and this is your graph for Lake Mohave. And of course, Lake Mojave's constantly always full. The storage acre feet is 1,724,377, and the level is 2.94 feet below full pool of 647, and we'll go into greater detail now, as the full pool is 647, and on this date in 2020 the level was 643.22. 2021 the level was 643.58. Today's level is 643.70, and 553 is your dead pool there. Lake Mohave is down 0.12 feet from 1 year ago. Lake Mohave is down 0.48 feet from 2 years ago. Lake Mohave is 110.70 feet away from dead pool, and we check your inflows and your outflows there at Lake Mohave, and 15,600 are your inflows, and your outflows are 13,400. Lake Mohave is up 0.64 feet over the last 14 measurements, and you can see it's partly sunny there as well. Lake Mojave's water temperature is currently 84 degrees there at Lake Mohave, and we go check your air temperature now as we wait for it to come up, and it is currently 84 degrees as well. The wind's south at 12 to 20 miles per hour, so it's going to be windy there, and the lake is down 0.2 feet in the last 24 hours, and we go check the percentage of capacity, and that's 95.28%. High around 105 today, and your low around 86 degrees, and we go check Lake Havasu next. Roll out to Lake Havasu, wait for the graph to pull up, and we check the storage acre feet of 590,500, and the level is down 4.25 feet below full pool of 445, and we check greater detail of the last few years, and top of spillways 455 and full pools 450. On this date in 2020 the level was 448.27 feet. On this date in 2021 the level was 458.3. On this date in 2021 the level was 448.53, and today's level is 449.24, and your power loss is 440 feet, and your dead pool is 400, and Lake Havasu is up 0.71 feet from 1 year ago. Lake Havasu is also up 0.97 feet from 2 years ago. Lake Havasu is 9.24 feet away from power loss, and it'll be the last one to lose power, I am sure of it. And we check the inflows versus the outflows, and your inflows are 12,000 and your outflows are 11,300, and we check Lake Havasu is up 0.29 feet in the last 14 days, and we will check your forecast, and you can see it's partly sunny, like I said, across the board. And Lake Havasu's water temperature is 86 degrees there at Lake Havasu, and your air temperature is currently 89 degrees. And we go check your winds, and they are south-southeast at 10 to 18 miles per hour. Percentage of capacity is 95.22% of capacity. In the last 24 hours, 0.31%, and a high around 105 and your low around 88. We will go check the weather forecast real quick. I'm just going to do this real quick because this video is getting very long-winded. And we'll just do the GFS. Here is your 3-day forecast. You can see there's some precipitation coming, like Aspen's getting 43, 6/10 of an inch. Over here, 4/10 of an inch. Flagstaff down here, 1.7 in the next 3. We go to the next 5. Changes some. South of Telluride, 1.58. Up here, close to Grand Junction, 3.6. Over by Vail, 7.5. And we go to the next 10 days, and it lights up a little bit more. Hopefully this comes to pass. Hopefully they get a lot of precipitation. This would be really good. Lake Powell supposed to get 0.74 in the next 10, suppose 2.1 just to the east of there. Cedar City 2.39, down here 2.4. You can see that Tuba City 6.3, just to the west of Vegas 2.3. So hopefully this comes to pass. Lake Havasu, you seem pretty dry, 0.9 in the next 10. So that is what's going on. And the last thing I have for you is I want to show you the drought map, and it's getting real severe, especially in Texas. I don't know if anybody knows, but Texas has been very long without a lot of rain, especially where they're growing food, and it's not very good, and there's going to be a shortage because of it. So I want to check that really quick. Here is the soil moisture map, and you can see that there's like only 3%, very little. There's quite a bit of soil moisture in the mountains, which is fantastic. So they're not an extreme drought, but over here, just like by Grand Junction, 2%, and then the Green River, 0%, 1%, Las Vegas, 1%, Lake Havasu, 0%. It's very little. Tuba City, right through here, there's 30%, up here, 29%. So you just don't see a lot of moisture. And look at Texas. Look how dry Texas is too, and this is really bad. People are trying to figure out what they're going to do. It's been since October last year since they got any precipitation, and this is rare for Texas. Usually it's pretty doggone moist over here. Very sorry for the long-winded video, but I thought you guys needed to know that be careful. There's going to be food shortages still coming in California. Look over here, even in California, 0% up here. 0% soil moisture. You have some in the Sierra Mountain Range there, and that's really about it. Look how now the Midwest is doing fairly well. There's 43% there, 41% down here, 56%. They've been getting a lot of rain. I live in this area, and it's been raining quite a bit, and there's more rain in the forecast. But even down here, like near Springfield, Missouri, there's very little. So the whole eastern United States looks pretty good. The West looks terrible, and this is continuing to flow this way. So you guys have a blessed day, and we'll see you on the next one. God bless.